Okay. These pairs are fucking shit. What is Euro NZD doing? Why did I mark this as liquidity? As it's a clear break of structure. Maybe on the daily. No, this is the daily. What is the flip? Yeah, so this is a 4-hour break of structure. Meaning this was liquidity. And here we saw the liquidation. What are we seeing now? Saw the break into the upside. We're now seeing the change of character. Yeah. Just looking for... Oh. I won't trade Euro NZD. USD CAD long. What are your thoughts? Thoughts on that? I was firstly short. I will mention that. Due to oil being very, very spiky. But looking at pure market structure, we're going to look on the daily time frame, right? You can see we took out these lows, meaning this is a daily break. This is a daily change of character. This is all internally. Okay, so what? First of all, daily time frame. Okay, yes, we do have a lot of room to still go down to take out these lows. Second of all, major gap was filled. Second of all, 4-hour swing is looking like this. So a 4-hour break, 4-hour change of character. And here's a 4-hour change of character. 4-hour wise, we still have a lot of room to go down. Market structure wise, internally, we have a breakup. We have a change of character down, change of character down. So in my opinion, what we are seeing right now is some relief unless we take out this high, right? Because if we're looking at this as a whole area of supply, this is something that the area could still push price lower, but due to fundamentals being in line with the dollar and with the oil, we are seeing USD CAD rise. Now, I'm not saying we cannot see USD CAD go higher, but in my opinion, or in my strategy, I do want to see this high fail, then maybe look for the retracement towards this trendline liquidity, what we are seeing built here amazingly. And then second of all, if we do see the push lower and we do, let's say, do this over here, right? If we do see this happen, we make a high, a low, a high, and we just reverse from it, and then close below this, you could be looking at another short. But that's just the second scenario, right? Overall, looking good bullish-wise. I would say like 70% bullish, 30% bearish. Market structure-wise, sure, still bullish. We do have a lot of trendline liquidity up here to target. In my opinion, I am going to wait. But if you have another entry model, for example, just a fractal break, sure, enter. Right? Currently seeing that this area of demand is being respected. So we're now creating a new area of demand. And if we do see this area of demand hold and not fail, you could see for the new target over there. If you just see market structure continue up this, don't stress about your trade. Because we have some liquidity here. So there is no reason to come all the way down here because, right, we have still these two lows over here. But what I do say is we could still take out the lows over here as liquidity, but we should see a sharp reaction from it. So 4 hour wise, sure, some bullish price action. Only thing I don't like is that we did not take this low over here and that this low did not take this low. So we are just building higher highs, right? We're just building liquidity for the market to rally down on maybe a Trump tweet or if we shoot this high being broken. This is, yeah, more on the bullish side. I'm going to say that. USD CAD more bullish side. So upside. Because, I mean, still, if we're going to look at this, right, this is the break up. This is internally a break of structure. But we saw that it was just a red candle in towards the downside. But look at this. Were we bearish? No. Swing, we were bullish. Same thing here. Swing, we were bullish. And we are still bullish. So, yeah, it's not one of my favorite setups. I'm gonna say that we have a lot better ones. For example, EU. For example, AU, AU NZD, German 40 potentially. UK 100 could pull back and give us a new setup. EU 50 could also potentially give us a new buy. Bitcoin was also one of my favorites. We're just seeing it push up even higher now. So yeah, this is a potential area to sell Bitcoin, as it's a major point of daily liquidity, as well as just a lot of trend line liquidity down here. Now I'm just going to start mapping out what I want to see for certain pairs. Okay, so for this, we want to see a break, a retrace, and then this. Or we should just continue up higher and break this, give us a potential pullback inside of this area. And then should go up higher towards all of these highs. Or to just even sell off lower. But AU doesn't seem the pair to do that for me. Yeah, this only has one option. AUD CHF. What we could see, potential short towards liquidity. But I do want to see 2 breaks and not just one. Then we have GBP USD. GBP USD. Do we have liquidity? Sure. Equalize up here. Could play out. We do not have anything to react from at the moment. We did take out this low, gave us a reaction. Was not major enough. So sure, yeah, just lower. GBP AUD. Want to see it higher because, yeah, I don't know. Or if we do see it push lower, I want to see this low go first. GBP CAD, in my opinion, not the best setup. We have a push up, push down, push up, a break of structure. New break of structure. So we have a lot of liquidity down here. For me, I'm going to stay out of this at the moment. This is also trendline liquidity plus the yearly open. So yeah, I'm going to stay out of this until we do actually see some more market structure towards the yearly open. Maybe that liquidity point, maybe even take out this liquidity point. If we then see a convincing break of structure, then I'm going to look for longs. So GBP CAD not on my list at the moment. GBP JPY potentially. If we do see this happen, just looking for longs from there. Not going against my trend. I never take trades against my overall bias. Right? I see some people do see it, but I would only do it if we do see some, if the let's say the higher time frame has a lot of room left. Did we create a lot of market structure? Sure, I would go and take it against my position. Now we are looking at a internal break of structure, internal change of character, and this is what you can see. This is the overall swing right now. Looking at the daily time frame, we edged the high, we broke market structure. So this is internally like so. Let's put it as the daily. So this is daily. We are now looking at a high, a low, a high, a low. We failed to create a high. But we are seeing the sweep off of these lows. So GBP NCD could be a potential buy, in my opinion. But I don't like the reaction from this high over here. Plus, we failed to hold above the yearly open. So if we do see a buy potential, it would only be if we break above this high. If we see a pullback, not too far from here. If we do see a pullback up here, I don't want to take it as this point of liquidity was taken. But I would like a long towards monthly near the open. So not the whole range up here. EU still pushing lower. Stalling a little bit, which is fine. Happens. Euro NZD. Same thing as GBP NZD basically. We make a low. We make a high. Make a low. We make a high. We failed to successfully close above it. So we just internally give us a bearish trend. And I would only look for buys if we break out this high. But currently, we're not. MSE Euro USD short today. It happens, bro. The market doesn't run away from us. That's one thing I like to think about. The market does not run away. But one potential thing that I did to caught it and to not miss out was to mark these internal breaks of structure. If this hit my stop loss, for example, we went over here, then we would have gone towards this high over here, or at least towards this high. Is there a daily other point? Yeah. So this high over here. There will be a lot of other opportunities, my friend. Don't beat yourself up because you missed one trade. I mean, look for tomorrow, right? What can tomorrow bring? Let's say we break below this low. Take this short. Why not? Right? This is now an amazing liquidity high. What do we also see? A wickless candle. These wickless candles love to get filled. The dollar is still pushing up. Yeah. We are bound to see a retracement for the dollar. Looking at the dollar, we saw internal break, internal change. And we have seen, if we do see a break up here, we will see a new internal break. And I think we will catch this internal break towards this high over here. So don't expect a retracement towards these lows down here. But the dollar could take out this low, which aligns with Euro USD's high over here. If price retraces this night without breaking below this low, like let's say we just do this and then this, just enter a short, still put your high or your stop loss above here as it's quite a strong high. But I hope we can see like in 30 minutes Euro USD closing below the low. That would be amazing. Do you also use the fractal change of character for your entry model? Do you do that? Looking at this right now, I'm gonna catch CHF JPY shorts tomorrow, 100%. Why? Because we have internal structure being bullish. We swept out the high. We reversed. We saw a internal break of structure. if we're gonna map out internals, this is a low, a high, meaning this is a break of structure, this is a break of structure, this is change of character, change of character. This is the low, we swept the low, we broke the high. This is now a sweep. We made a low, a high, a low, meaning we are looking at a low, retracement, a 3 condition POI, like here. You have liquidity. We are building liquidity below it. We took liquidity. So in my opinion, this will be a valid short for tomorrow. Just stops below low, stops above the high, targeting a new lower low, like so. Why? Because we have internal break of structure, internal break of structure, and a new internal break of structure. We are at some point of liquidity. So if we do see price breaking above this high, immediately change your bias to bullish. Immediately. Yeah, I'm also looking for shorts. Yeah, nice. That's good, man. So I will be entering this. If you gotta think like this. If your stop loss gets hit, does it change my bias? Or does it change my vision on the pair that I'm currently looking at? For, let's say, Euro USD, if my stops get hit, a strong high fails. Meaning that the internal structure failed as well. So what does that mean for me? That means, okay, there is some potential buying, but I'm going to wait still, right? Because, I mean, it's in my opinion, that's basically very important. I missed a trade on Euro CHF, it seems. Took liquidity, pushed up higher, meaning this will be a new swing high. 4 hour wise. But for example, people put their stop loss at these equal lows, and they just got fucked. And here we see a sweep, internal break. Do we respect the internal break? Yes, we do. What do we do here? Sweep, break. Wait, where did we? Yeah, we made a new low here. Looking at premium versus discount. We did not make a connection with the demand zone, which is not in my favorite checklists. We did here, but that's just internal market structure. So where are we at the daily? We are coming at up at the 0.5 fib. So I will be switching my bias to short, but only once I see this low fail. Because I think this low, it's... What do I think about this low? Sure, it's a strong low. But I would only look for shorts if we see a low, this low being broken, a high up here, and then a fractal change of character. Then I would only look for shorts. For me, if we see a swing range, here I do not look for a fractal change of character, but I look for an internal change of character. And then after we get the internal change of character, look for the fractal change of character. That's how market structure works. And trust me, it'll boost your win rate from like, let's say 60, which is 60% is a very good win rate, to like 70, 75. You will catch, you won't catch very high RR trades, but you will boost your win rate up by a massive amount. This is not an internal change of character for me or break of structure for me, because we are like, look at what we're creating. Jeez. You cold is playing with my feet, man. Fuck gold. We are building some low resistance liquidity here. But I'm not in this gold position, by the way. I'm in this gold position. This is the gold position I'm in. We took liquidity, and we are seeing bearish market structure. So if we do see this low fail, there is a chance that we will head lower. But what do we see here? Connection of demand. It made a connection with demand. Could this still be liquidity? Sure, but we will need a immediate fractal change after it, because I do not like this daily candle. And the fact that we are going to close below the previous daily candle will switch a lot of people into bearish. Same as you can see here, right? We close below it and we get immediate bearish market structure. Same thing here. We close below it, immediate bearish price action. And then in the bullish sentence, we close above here. I don't trade gold, bro. Okay, that's good for you, man. That's good. Very volatile. Yeah, same thing here. People here were bullish. We swept this out. We immediately returned bearish. So I don't like this. Daily and then the 1 hour. It will be an invalid candle to closure. AU, same thing. AN, same thing. Jesus, I'm hungry. AUD JPY could see a sweep, move higher. GBP USD. Wait, Euro USD. It seems like it's nuking, but it is not. Every single time I get fooled. Euro AUD. Internal market structure. Still quite bearish. So if we do see this break, we could seem to target this liquidity. And then maybe we get this, a break up, then a break lower, enter here, stops well below, above the high target here for a 3R. Yeah, it was Euro. Yeah, Euro AUD wasn't my favorite. But due to the 4 hour now breaking, we are going to go lower. Do you have any other pairs, my friend, that I need to check out for you? Please send them. Bro, this Turkish lira, man, against the euro, it only goes up. Then a new 4-hour. Wait, I'm gonna show you an example, really quick. AUD NZD short. Okay, yeah, wait, give me a second. People, if you trade the fractal break, right? You just look for a fractal break, then you short, because it creates an overall supply or demand. Look at this. We have higher highs, higher lows. We get a change of character. What do we see here? A major swing point of liquidity. What do we see here? A fractal break up, a fractal break down. Okay. People will say, okay, enter short on the overall supply zone. You would have been stopped out. If you are looking for a long or a short from here, wait for a break, like so. We have a break and then look for this. You can always wait for the retracement, right? If you want better RR, wait for the retracement and then look for the fractal break. But as you can see, we always remained bullish. AUD NZD shorts. For me, currently, we saw a change of character here. We saw a low being created, break of structure. So, in my opinion, we have some bullish market structure, but we need to see this low fail. This low down here. If we see it fail, look for the retrace on the daily and the weekly, enter a short. Why? We have 0.5 fib. We have liquidity up here, here, and here. So chances are we just continue bullish. There might be a chance. But once we do break this low, you could expect shorts. If you are bullish on your swing and your internal switched from bearish to bullish, you have a very nice setup on your hands. Very, very nice. Come on, give me other pairs. Give me other pairs. Currently, this is just accumulation on top of accumulation. So yeah, this is my thesis on AUD NZD, by the way. Let me make this a little bit shorter, smaller. Wait for this low to go. And then to break, we want to see a candle close. Right? Wait for this, this, and this. Let's say you just enter on the change of character. Stops well above the high, targeting new lower low, 2R. My limit order at 75% FIB retracement on AUD NZD. 75% FIB. Let's look at it. So you're here. You're here. Like so. This is your setup for AUD NZD. Could play out. But in my opinion, we are ready to go lower. Why? Because we had a retracement in towards some major liquidity. We retraced in towards a 0.5 fib. And possibility is that this daily demand zone, supply zone, will push price lower. Why? Because it's a 3-condition POI. 1, liquidity. 2, a sweep. and 3, a break of structure, and an immediate break of structure. For me, I will wait for the internal to shift. I would. But yeah, if you want to enter, I suggest you enter with lower risk and then scale in once you see the change of character. Right? Scale-ins don't do much harm. Same here. 3 condition POI. 1, liquidity. 2, sweep liquidity. 3, a break of structure. And then what do we see? Boom. Let's see where we are here. We do not have taken out any single point of liquidity. So this is not a 3 condition POI, meaning there is a chance this high will get swept and be pushed lower. Send me other pairs, my friend. Why is my... What the flip? AUD CHF, for sure. We are very overextended. We are bearish, right? We make a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and we're now putting in, or trying to put in, the new higher high, lower high. Where are we going to put that in? In my opinion, is at this high. This will be my target. Why? Because look at this. We have equal highs. Look at this. Daily wise, these are equal highs. 4 hour wise, these are not equal highs. So even because this high is higher, makes it equal highs on the daily wise. We do have equal highs up here, so there is still a chance we go up here. So we have 1 point of liquidity, second point of liquidity. Buys still looking very good. We have a daily. And then if we're going to look on the 4 hour, you can see that the 4 hour was bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish. So 4 hour is bullish, daily is bullish. What we want to see now is, let's say, maybe a sweep of this low, or maybe even come down towards this low. I would enter with my buy limit, like so, and I would target those highs. And if we do see a retracement here or here, I would look for a internal break of structure or internal change of character. So we have nice liquidity to target, plus our bias is in line. So yes, bullish AUD CHF. Bullish. Send me another pair. Come on, gold. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let EU nuke even further if you're gonna let gold go sideways. My current gold position is up. I'm currently up 1%. On gold and EU. So I'm currently up 1%, meaning I am risking 2%. I forgot how much I was risking. I was up almost 3%. On an eval. Don't forget that. Not on a funded. Ion Ainoteopuli. Do you have something else? Just send your pairs that you're interested in. I'll take a look. Tell you my opinion, and we'll go from there. So you're 2% per trade. So I risk 2% on eval and 0.5% or 1% on funded. But yes, basically. Especially with swing trading. If you're looking at day trading, 1% all the way. Or intrading, 1%. But yeah, not on eval or swing entry and swing trading. What date is it? It's 27th/7. Let me check something real quick. Euro GBP. Now you are giving me something. Okay. Euro GBP. Bullish. I have this marked out pretty wrong. Let's look at this. How much? It's above 2%. Do we take it as a break of structure? No, I won't, as we have no strong low. Currently bullish. Especially the shorter term. If you're really going to swing trade for weeks, I would say be careful. But we have just taken liquidity. And we are seeing a fractal break on the daily, which aligns with an internal break on the 4-hour. But the 4-hour is still in control. So ideally, what you can wait for is a retrace and then along towards these highs, or you wait for these highs to be taken to then maybe enter a short once the internal breaks. If your stop loss gets hit, wait for this high to go, and then your buy fully switches to bullish. Let me check something. Break, change of character. Okay, so this is a 4-hour change of character. 4-hour break of structure. This is a 4-hour change of character. Now how big is this? Sure. Now I would count this as a swing, as we made a pretty strong low. So this is now a 4-hour swing. Then we saw a 4-hour shift. This is internal, this is internal, internal. Then we shift internally with a break of structure, break of structure. Then we made this. Why do I count this as a valid break of structure? Because one, we swept out a nice high. Second of all, we saw an immediate reaction after it. And I don't have a third of all. So short-term bullish until we take out these points. And see what price does, right? Do we keep going bullish? Or do we switch bearish? Or do we come here in towards this area and then look for a drop? But only look for a drop towards equilibrium then. So daily could pass as bullish, but short term we are seeing some bearish price action. Right, we make a low, we make a high, we make a lower low. This is your break of structure. We do have some room to go up, maybe even the yearly open, and then to sell off. Yeah. I think we will go bullish because we reacted from the weekly demand. Let me check you, my friend. Technically, the weekly demand is this whole box, but looking at the daily, this is the daily demand over here. This is a 3-condition POI. We sweep liquidity, we break, see an immediate reaction after it. So we're now seeing a reaction. Fractal change, meaning this could potentially be a new demand zone. So wait once liquidity gets taken down, down here, and then maybe look for a long. But still, in my opinion, we have some better trades. Not gold, for example. Jesus Christ. EU. AU, AUD NZD, AUD CHF, NZD USD was also something I was looking at. Currently, this is a fractal break, a internal break. This is an Wait, where's the low? This is low. This is a internal change of character. This was an internal break of structure. Now we are trying to create an internal break of structure yet again. So we could look at something like this, or this liquidity is untapped, but we did fill the overall daily supply zone. This is a fractal break. I have a low. I make a low here, meaning no. Okay, so the demand is currently, supply is currently untapped. Jesus Christ. So there is still a chance we will do something like this. So people will get in after this fake change of character, right? They think, okay, buyer stepped in again from this overall demand zone, but don't be fooled, because overall we are still bearish. And we took major point of liquidity. So yes, sir. Daily time frame. Let's look at the daily time frame. Currently dog shit. Currently, this is an internal break of structure. Internal break of structure. Let me remove these real quick. Internal break of structure. Internal change of character. Oh. Okay, yes. Okay, this is a little bit of a tricky one. We did, in theory, get a 4-hour change of character. 4 points, yeah, enough. We took out this last point of liquidity. So chances are we will go lower on NZD CAD. So on a daily time frame. So we have this. Okay, so the daily time frame has made a connection with supply, as you can see over here. There is a chance we will see this, or there is a chance we will see this. Let me make one. Okay, so we do this, and maybe this, or we'll do this, and then do this, or just continue higher rallying. But this looks good for a short. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks good for a short. Same as AUD NZD. Damn, you got mad pairs. You trade them all? I do trade them all. I mean, some less than others. Like, as you can see, this is just pure dog shit. But major dollar pairs are moving pretty nice in my opinion. Yeah. Those exotic pairs, AUD NZD for example, New Zealand and dollar, Australian dollar, are in my opinion very nice. But Euro GBP, for example, if we're going to look at it on the higher time frame, you trade gold. I do. I'm in a long position on gold. Like so. 4-hour time frame, we saw that we were clearly bearish. Right, we make a low, make a high, we make a low, we make a high, we make a low, we make a high, we make a low. And then we get a lot of chop. Internally, we see, okay, a break, change of character, and then we see a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and then all of a sudden a higher high. We have a lot of liquidity above here. We did not take out this point of liquidity. So there is still a lot of upside. And then on the daily time frame, there is still a lot of upside to be seen as well. So I think we're going to get a squeezing pattern for gold. Right? We are currently seeing something like this. And we are currently seeing something like this. So we will squeeze. I hope. Valid. Okay, thank you, my friend. But yeah, we're eyeing some pairs. USD is also struggling at the psychological level of 0.70. Like, we're struggling over here, as you can see. We're just going sideways. AUD NZD, gonna wait for this. AUD CHF potentially. AUD CAD way too rangy for me. I'm assuming you trade price action. I do. A lot of market structure. Market structure is the base of my trading. Right? If this does not look good, then I don't take the trade, or I don't. I use swing structure, as well as internal structure, as well as fractal structure. So even lower than this. So yeah. Currently, this is swing structure. Everything that happens between this is internal structure. And then everything that happens inside of the internal structure is fractal structure. For example, we see a break up, we see a change of character, we see a change of character, we see a change of character up, change of character, change of character, change of character. All of these. But yes, I am. So change of character, break of structure, liquidity sweep, same thing internally. Now seeing a push higher. Do you have any other questions or pairs you want me to look at? The NQ is also pushing quite nicely in the direction that we talked about. Currently, the NQ could go higher and then dump. Looking at this as a... What the fuck is this? Oh. What the fuck? I've never seen it. And Q is demonic, I swear. I know. It is. I don't trade it a lot, but I've tried it, and yeah, it's just, it ain't my favorite, man. I stick to gold, yeah. I mean, gold can be demonic as well. Like, I've been touched by gold many times. Yeah, gold looks good, in my opinion. Gold looks very good. We're just seeing some struggle at these levels. There is still a chance we will see this low being swept. Gold respects higher time frame structure end zone. It does. But right now it's just consolidating. So, I mean, as I said, we are seeing that squeezing pattern. If we do see a touch at the entry and then a push higher, we could be able to. The only time you'll be cooked is when fundamentals come into play. Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm a fundamental trader as well. I look at fundamentals quite often, especially if I am trading a certain pair that could be interacted with by high rates and such. Daily time frame, fucking gold is not moving anywhere. Like, if I drag the Fibonacci tool for ranging markets, wow, it looks clean without anything. Yeah, so this is an area of support. This is an area of resistance, which we are seeing right now. Well, But yeah, it's. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I think it's easier than people make it seem. I trade quant / structure / Fibonacci. Damn. Those are a lot of hard words, man. Or difficult words, I'm gonna say. Wait, quant? I think what is quant? Oh, you're just going off of. Wait. Explain quant trading for me. Please, my friend. Please. Standard deviations. Damn. I've never known how to draw standard deviations. Everybody said the manipulation, like, but I don't know. Bro, I'm so hungry. It's based on accumulation, manipulation, and distributions. Ah, that's why I never understood it. I was trying to fucking do it on some just basic market structure. Yeah, that's maybe. Yeah, consolidating markets. Damn, bro. I feel stupid. So when it consolidates, you find the exact point it will manipulate, then you enter with virtually no drawdown. Yeah, I mean, top ticking. Like, if we're gonna look at this, like, this could be a valid rejection block and such, but I can't. Like with gold, it gets cooked sometimes. Yeah, gold is a manipulator, man. Gold is a manipulator. Wait, let me show you my strategy. Looking at this, we have swing structure. So wait, let me 1 hour swing structure. So swing structure, we make a high, a low, a higher high. In theory, well, that now. Oh, then, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? With my strategy, you can top tick sometimes and bottom tick so good. You can see here, right? We have these lows. These are internal lows, right? These are not swing lows. Once you enter on these points of liquidity, you will see such good reactions, man. Same thing here, right? Looking at this was not a strong break of structure, but this was internally. Then we saw this happen. Here we have equal highs. So a short setup that I took was my stops above the high, and I just targeted a new lower low. Like so. And same with gold, right? What we're seeing now is we have swing structure, 4 hour break of structure, 4 hour change of character. All of these are internal. Price swept the internal, and then we have some more internal down here. But you can see once we swept this internal, we saw a change of character. Once we saw that change of character, if we drop down the time frame lower, right? In theory, this is a change of character, and this is change of character high. But you can see we made a break of structure internally, leaving out this low. Like, look at the bottom tick of this low. Look at this bottom tick. And then, look. We get a break of structure. We make an internal low. Fucking bottom tick as well. Or not bottom tick. A little bit of drawdown. But then we had news of weekend. And then this is now, again, an internal high or an internal low being created. Meaning this could be liquidity. for the fuel to head up higher. Or 1 hour time frame, we could see this being swept and then clean entry. Yeah. Thank you. But it's especially on the 4 hour, right? Like, look at this, man. Look at this. You see a high. Same thing here. You see a high, a break of structure, change of character. This supply zone was then in control. Boom. And maybe if we drop down a time frame lower, same thing here again. We have some of these internal highs being created over here and over here. We see a sweep of the internal high. We tap the area of the break of structure, which is basically a supply zone, and we push lower. Same thing if we drop down now to the 15 minute. If we're going to look at this, what do we see? A break of structure, meaning we have a little high over here and 2 little highs over here. We sweep out those little highs. Boom. Market structure can change your world. Yes, sir. Especially if you understand the difference between external and internal. If you can mark it on the chart, you are basically... My personal Discord, because I have a Discord server, but I wanted to start it or start posting in there once it got like 50 members. So I won't be doing it for nothing, you know. But my Discord profile is this. Wait, let me show you real quick. It's this. Wait. Disable. This is my username. Ugh. Damn, bro. I've been streaming for 2 hours because my last, like 1 hour ago, my stream just got banned because I was listening to copyright music. Fucking dog shit. If you guys need good perfume, man, this is a banger. Yeah, that's my username. This is a banger. This is also a banger. This, for the price, as you can see, it's a banger. It's empty. This watch, banger. And I don't have shit. This mouse, banger. This controller, banger. This chair needs some work, but yeah, we'll fix that. The thing is with swing trading, or what I do, is you enter and you don't do shit. You don't touch anything anymore. That's what I love. Like it's so chill, and yeah, you have a lot more time. Yes, I've got your friend request, my Bruda. Man like David. Fuck yeah. My man. Yeah, you spend less time on the charts. Yeah, man, you understand me. You look at it, you put an alert, and you go away. You just have your phone with you, and there's no like 9:30 open, looking at the charts. Okay, there is a chance you will make less money, but money equals time. And if you have the same time while making a lot of money, like 50 grand a month. don't like if you have the correct accounts. Sure, if you have multiple accounts, yeah. I like good old scalping, to be honest. I was gonna say I understand you, but I don't understand you anymore. Like I did quite a while. Like when I first started trading, I loved scalping, like the adrenaline rush and shit, man. But now, yeah, it's there's a big difference. I mean, I'd say try it. What could go wrong? The only thing that I'm gonna tell you guys to boost your win rate is if you are bearish, don't trust bullish change of characters on the lower time frame. Right? If we see, let's say this, trust it. But let's say we see this, don't trust it. Because there will be a very big chance this will happen to you. That's basically the strategy that we trade Tiu Pelu. I don't know if you know Fabian from Trading Academy. This is the strategy I based mine off of. I just did some tweaking rules. But yeah. The internal market structure is because he only uses like fractal, and fractal is not, yeah, it's not good enough in my opinion. Alright, brother, I'm be out. Hope that gold buy, yeah, gold buy plays out. Oh yeah, yeah, same man. Thank you, appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Good luck, by the way, as well. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's a good trader. Started from basically nothing, I think. He doesn't live far away from me, by the way. I'm from Belgium and he's from the Netherlands, and I live at the border. And he lives in Amsterdam. But yeah, I based mine off of his, but just with a lot more rules. And not just a fractal change of character, because the fractal change of character fucked me over so many times. So many times. The fractal structure is the beginning of the retrace of the internal structure. If you want to enter on a fractal structure, do it on a higher time frame. So let's say we are trading right now the daily. We want to see maybe a weekly fractal break. If we are trading on a 4-hour and we want to see a fractal break, look on the daily. Because a 4-hour fractal break does not mean shit now. It doesn't. It does not. Because in theory, right, if we're going to go over fractal structure, let's say we take this low. Do we have anything right now? Okay, so we have a fractal break up, a fractal break, we make a high, we make a low, we make a high again, and we push lower, making this is our fractal low. Chances that we'll just do this is so fucking high. And people will say, okay, enter here, stop loss below the low, target a new higher high. Sure, do it. You will get stopped out. But if we look at the internal structure, this supply zone should hold. So what we want to do is now wait for this, this, and then this. The only thing I don't like is these highs are descending. right? That's what I base my theory of. We want to see a strong low failing, meaning, let's say this high over here, it swept out a previous candle high and it dumped lower immediately, meaning that makes a strong high. So if we do see a close above, chances are 90% of the time that we will go towards it. Now, in this case, we are trading the 4-hour trend. As you can see, we took the last point of liquidity. So the 4-hour fractal break doesn't matter for me. I want to see the daily fractal break. And if we're going to see now, daily fractal break is this, which aligns with, let me make this on a 4-hour, which aligns with the 4-hour internal high. Boom. It boosts your win rate, trust me. And then just compare the time frames. Do we have a close on a 4-hour but a wick on a daily? Then it counts. Do we have a wick on a 4-hour and a wick on a daily? Then it doesn't count. I'm giving some sauce here. Jesus. Now, in this case, this would be a valid fractal break. And a strong one. Why? Because we swept a high and immediately rejected, creating this as a 3 point of POI. We touched it and we dumped lower. So yeah, man. Currently just waiting. Right, market just closed. We're in rollover. Rollover candles are shit as well. Yeah, I hate rollover candles because they fake out so many times, man. You don't know. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Oh, my PC is crashed. Oh, wait. My PC almost crashed. Currently, looking on the daily, we saw a fractal break. Let's look on the 4-hour. We did not close, so it's not a valid structural break. Now, let's see here. Do we get a fractal break? Do we see a close above? No, we don't. So it's not a valid structural break. Then we do get a close above, meaning it is a valid structural break. So now this demand zone could act as support to push price higher. So sure, I would be happy to enter a long position here. Sure, why not? Because I know it's a strong POI. Do you understand that rule? I'm not saying you should use it. I'm saying it helped me boost my win rate, but lessen my RR. If you are, let's say, deep here, right, deep down here, you could enter on a fractal break, but in my opinion, we had a internal change of character. Where do we enter? We enter on the liquidity. Here we see sideways price action. Where is liquidity situated? Over here and over here. This was a nice strong area of demand. Why? Because it took liquidity and immediately pushed higher. Yeah, it's not hard, man. By the way, I appreciate you watching, man. I thank you for watching. I hope you're learning some things. Same here, right? We swept the low. The low that was situated here. Did we get a daily fractal change of character? We saw a let's do it with the 1 hour, right? We saw a fractal change of character. Where is the last high situated? Over here. Did we see a close? Yes, we did. And even on the 4 hour, yes, we did. So that's a valid fractal break, in my opinion. So now we could do this and then fractal break. Then it's valid. Sure. Why? Because on the 1 hour, that's internal market structure. If you understand this, bro, it makes it so clear. By the way, this short position tool was only if we had a new break of structure. Jesus Christ. Why? Because it was internal structure on the daily. Yeah. This is sauce, some good sauce here. I am also a swing trader, but for me, I use the 75 fib retracement for my entry. Okay. I mean, do you want to try and look for those internal structure shifts? Like, let's say you enter, right? Let's say we are in a short bias. Let's say we're bullish, right? Let's say your 75 fib extension is here. You just place your long position here, with your stop below the low, and you target the new higher high. Do you just do that? Wait, let me do it. Like so. Like so. You just do this. Because what I would do is, right, let's say we have this. Sure, enter on the Fibonacci with 0.5% risk and make a new entry with 1% risk when you see that fractal break or when you see that internal change of character. And then look for it. Just so 0.5% risk at 75% fib. If you see valid confirmation from that internal change of character, then you just long the fuck out of it. Set and forget. Yeah, true. Yeah, those are my my theses. NZD looking for a short position. How many alerts? I have 3 alerts. Let me remove GBP USD. I am looking for. What am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for. I was looking at a certain pair. Yeah, okay, NZD USD. In my opinion, if we do see the dollar push lower, we should see NZD USD giving us a retracement and still take out the high up there. Just don't want to see news because I think that we were going to have FOMC. I think. So, yeah. Oh, AUD CPI and USD CPI. Okay, so we will see AUD playing out. Just don't know what the fuck just opened. Yeah, I just don't know what side. Because in my opinion, we could just head down lower because we tapped the monthly. Yeah, we have FOMC. Yeah. Okay, man. I think I'm gonna head off, take some sleep, and look at the charts tomorrow. If that's okay. And I'll go live tomorrow, I think. Okay, man. Have a good rest of your day, or evening, or night, whatever it may be. And maybe I'll speak to you soon in another stream. Appreciate you for joining, by the way. It was very nice. Bye, man. See ya. Appreciate you. Bye bye.